Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we want to talk about the EV vehicle space and the stocks that accompany them and why is it so hot right now?
Rage on that beat, going
Hey, so if you're new to this channel, feel free to stick around, like and subscribe. We like to talk about money, love to talk about investing. We love to talk about finances in a way that you can succeed no matter if you have money or even if you don't have a lot of money. Okay, so the EV, electrical vehicle space and the stock, it has been a pretty hot topic over the last pretty much all this year. I mean, it's such a hot topic. There's so many companies that are coming out, especially these companies that are coming through the SPAC process, which are basically, kind of startup companies, companies that are just kind of in that pre-IPO stage or that stage before you normally would know about them, but are now being able to come to the forefront thanks to SPACs. So with that means that you have some things that are great that are coming out and you have some things that aren't so great that are coming out, which we all know. But it's been a mad dash. It's been a hot topic in the investor community as well as the trading community. Now, why is it such a hot topic? Well, here's the deal. Everybody knows about Tesla, but most people did not believe in Tesla and most people didn't invest in Tesla until it was like a hot topic, especially around the stock. Now, me personally, I've been invested in Tesla for some time. Before it was like a hot topic, I believed in the company for some time. I've watched it, I've studied, but more so just because of technology, it's inevitable that we're going to go into an electrical vehicle space. And at some point, most people may be even forced to even have vehicles like that, electric vehicles at their home versus having the typical emissions and gas running vehicles. As we see in California, where they're trying to make it, that at 2035, that no vehicles, that all the vehicles that will be running on the road can no longer be emission vehicles, meaning that they have to be some other technology that doesn't put out the pollutants into the air that you get from your oil and gas vehicles. So with that creates an enormous opportunity, and where people even question, why would GM try to partner up with a company like Nikola that has nothing proven? Well, because GM wants to get into the game just like everybody else does. So the race is on for other companies to state their claim. Tesla has already put their flag in the ground as being the prime and premier electric vehicle creator, to the point that a lot of people are not necessarily trying to beat them, but just trying to get their piece of the pie. If there is any company that is trying to compete with them and beat them, I don't think that's a good idea because they're so far down the line in their technology and it's amazing. In fact, a lot of people who bought a Tesla ended up buying Tesla stock because they love the vehicle. Now, myself, I don't own a Tesla. I actually look forward to getting one because I actually had a test drive with the product. Had me and my oldest son, we went for a test drive, had to set an appointment, and this was years ago. And when we did the test drive, I absolutely fell in love with the product as well as its efficiency. The efficiency of the product and how much work you would have to do compared to the cars that you have now, where there's tons of parts versus a Tesla vehicle doesn't have as many parts. And they've been thinking about every single thing, and every year it's been improving and improving. They've been taking the feedback from people who do own Teslas and the issues that they have, with their product, and they've been improving on that year after year, as well as making it more affordable for the average person. And the vehicle that I drove was the SUV, the Model X, and it was a sport model, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But once you test the product, you actually start to see how well it works, but then also you start to understand that having an electric vehicle is super efficient. You have less problems than you do with all the other vehicles, as well as the future of the technology. So that's what's happening in that space, and a lot of people see that, and that opportunity is wide open. So if you're still producing and putting all your eggs in one basket of, creating the same vehicles like you've been creating, then chances are you're going to start to lose revenue because through time, that's going to become more common and more common for people. And then you'll probably see, different states like you see California trying to do, where they're going to make it mandatory, like, hey, you can't drive these type of vehicles on our roads. And so a lot of people who did not see Tesla and its growth coming and didn't really pay attention to it like that, or got in late and they're kind of chasing behind the stock, things like that. Now, a lot of people are looking for the next Tesla, that company that, it's a small price now and you can get in for 20, 30 bucks and it's going to be thousands of dollars, in a couple years. So a lot of people are looking for those unicorn type of stock, or just like an Amazon stock, where Amazon was one point, $30 or $50, or a Netflix where it was $2 a share sometime. And a lot of people didn't pay attention to companies then, but now they wish they had. Even back when Amazon got to $1,000, so many people ranted and raved about how it's too expensive and I'll just wait for the pullback. That's just too high for a stock, and now Amazon is a $3,000 plus a share stock. So when you look into the EV vehicle space, because you have all these new companies, everybody's trying to shoot their shot, put money here, there, and all these different companies, which I understand they're trying to find, but it might not necessarily be the right approach. But that's why the space is so hot, because everybody is looking for that next big unicorn stock like Tesla. So with that comes a lot of news and a lot of YouTube videos just like this, where a lot of people are putting out information about this company and that company. And that's good because you get a chance to see what's out there. But what you need to do so you don't get caught is you need to learn how to just do a lot of research, and you need to maybe, if you're interested in that, then maybe, choose maybe one or two like that you say, hey, this is really good, or whatever the case is, or I really believe in this company, or just take some time and look and just study before you just jump on every single thing that everybody's talking about, because there's a lot of news out there. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of videos that will support and go against. So you have a lot of opinions out there, and what you have to be able to do is you have to learn how to research for yourself and make a decision based off of what strikes you and what you start to like, what you think would be great. And you have to make a decision based off of that. Because when you have so many people talking about it, it's very easy to just put money in something and jump in, and then jump in that, and then jump in this next one. And then next thing you know, you're not really making any money, or you're just losing money because you're just, putting your money between 30 different electric vehicle companies because you're trying to find the next Tesla. Or you're listening to someone who hyped up the stock and there's really nothing going on there. Like a lot of people who invested in Nikola, which Nikola had a lot of issues, and a lot of people invested and they held it, and then they seen all the scams and stuff like that, or the alleged scams that were happening with them. And some of them lost a lot of money, or their heart was broken because they followed behind someone saying, oh yeah, go ahead and jump in this. That's why anytime you see this type of information, you have to make sure that you do your research. It's not just a disclaimer because, when you're not a financial advisor, get on these things like this, like social media, and you're talking, they want you to say, hey, I'm not a financial advisor. You're supposed to do your research. Now, granted, that may be a disclaimer, but it's very, very real. Don't just buy up everything, because there's going to be more companies coming out. More companies are going to be coming out than just this. There's going to be more news, and everybody's going to be running to get their stake in the ground to be the next producer of vehicles that are efficient here, there, and all these different places. So although it makes it very exciting, you also have to make sure you're paying close attention and doing your due diligence. So your due diligence doesn't have to take you forever, but it can take you some time to kind of just really get adjust and kind of take a look at what's going on in the market and just become a better thinker as far as investing. Because along with this also comes a lot of trading, where a lot of people will put a lot of money into a company to, because there's news coming out or something's happening, they just had an earning, and they will make some money, and then they're going to take their money out. And if you have that happening a lot with a company, then you're going to see the stock price, maybe shoot up and then drop down. It's kind of like what happened with Bitcoin, if you remember Bitcoin, to the point where, if I got an uncle that ain't ever really been investing, talking about, oh man, you need to look at Bitcoin, that's kind of an issue and a warning for me. Because why would he, if he doesn't even know anything about it, he's talking about it, why? Because everybody's talking about it, and everybody's like, oh, put your money into it. So there's an old saying from Warren Buffett, it's like, when everybody is greedy, you be fearful. When everybody's fearful, that's when you be greedy. Meaning this, if you hear the whole entire world or everybody, like that example we were talking about, it's not negative towards Bitcoin, but it's just the environment around it, where people will just pump and talk and, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and people start getting in. Now, in that process, you have a lot of people making money. But then when it hits the masses and everybody's like, oh, let me put money in it, then you have a lot of people that have put money down at the surface and making huge investments in it. Once it goes way up, they're going to pull all that money out, and now all these people who invested here are going to see their money go like this. So I'm saying all that to say is that, yes, it is a hot topic. It is amazing to see all things coming out, but make sure you do your research and you make a decision for yourself, an educated decision for yourself. Don't invest in anything that you don't understand and that you don't know. And no matter who it is or what it is that you like and whatever it is anyone has to say, including me, don't take my word for it, because this is real money that you're putting out there. And yes, you own a piece of a company, we invest in a company, but this is real money. So you gotta be smart with your money. Take care of your money. Anyways, guys, so now if you're interested in investing and you're looking for the right platform, I would say consider checking out Webull. It's a phenomenal company. Now, if you click on the link below, you can actually get 2 free stocks once you make a deposit. Now you can choose to keep the stock, or you can choose to sell it and take the money. But you can actually get stocks valued anywhere from $4 up to $1,600. All right, good people, I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Peace.